There could be a lot of death, there could be disease, there could be wars, there could be psychological imbalances, there could be a lot of turmoil in human life. Whenever these solar flares happen, great yogis rose in that culture. I want to make sure all the consecrations I want to do, I finish within this next 4.5 years. Will humanity bring disaster upon themselves, or will they bring realization and transformation upon themselves? The solar flare activity in the sun has gone up significantly, and it's going up further. Maybe about 17, 18 months ago it started. When the solar flares increase, it has a significant impact on the magnetic field of the planet and the amount of radiation that happens, various things. I don't want to go into the science of it, but it has serious impact on all planets. Our concern is Earth. So these solar flares are happening, autonomic nervous system is seriously impacted by this, everybody knows this. I know this from what happens in my system, and I see how it is happening in other people's systems. Digestive system, your breathing process, your ability to digest, your ability to breathe and absorb what you need to absorb, everything is affected by the solar flares. So when this started, the solar flares started happening, and I felt certain things within my system. Then I inquired with a few people, what is happening? Things like this. Then they said the solar flares have kicked out. The next 6 years, they will be at a very high pitch, the kind of pitch that we have not seen in our lifetime at least. So now the solar activity, one way is in the Indian traditions and in scriptures and other things. I'm not an expert on this, but I know it has been said that when solar activity rises like that, there could be a lot of death, there could be disease, there could be wars, there could be psychological imbalances, there could be a lot of turmoil in human life and a lot of upheavals in animal life, every life on the planet, because it affects your nervous system, digestive system, pulmonary system, everything. In this time, will humanity bring disaster upon themselves, or will they bring realization and transformation upon themselves? It is in the hands of human beings. I would like to see something very positive and wonderful happens. This is going to be next few years a charged up time on this planet. Are we going to use this charge for transformation, realization, or are we going to stab at each other, kill each other, do something terrible to each other because some stimulus is happening in our body? We don't have equanimity, then we will damage each other. This is where we are. You will watch it as it progresses. And whenever these solar flares happen, great yogis rose in that culture. At the same time, battles happen, disastrous events happen, sometimes earthquakes happened, because the magnetic forces in the planet and the thermal forces in the core of the planet are all being influenced by the solar flares. So, this, if you're conscious, this is a fantastic time, because I want you to understand this. It is only in the summer, when the sun is really hot, all the plants really burst out. They know how to make use of the sun's energy. Winter also, of course, you were complaining, but something new. Every season gives you something new to complain. Whether it is the climatic season or your life seasons, always complaining about something because you don't learn how to ride it. So these solar flares, for a spiritual seeker who wants to transform his energy, well, this is a time when everything is cooking really well. I want to make sure all the consecrations I want to do, I finish within this next 4.5 years, because Sun himself with me.
So moving forward, there are some simple practices that you can do to prepare your body and get most out of your practices and become in tune with the sun, so that these solar flares do not affect any individual being. First, and the very powerful process is performing Surya Kriya. Surya Kriya, which is a very powerful process for activating the solar power within you, is a potent yogic practice of tremendous antiquity designed as a holistic approach for health, wellness, and complete inner well-being. Surya Kriya activates the solar plexus or raise the samat prana or the solar heat in the system. Not only that, it balances the person's left and right energy channels, that is Ida and Pingala Nadi, leading to stability of the body and also stillness of the mind. This strong foundation becomes the basis to explore higher dimension or higher possibilities of life. Further, always remember that whether you practice your asanas or Surya Namaskar or Surya Kriya, if you start sweating while doing the practice or after the practice, keep in mind to not wipe off the sweat with a towel. Always rub it back into the body, at least the exposed part of your skin. If you simply wipe off the sweat, you drain the energy that you have generated with the practice. Water has the capability to carry its own memory and energy. That is why one should not wipe off sweat with a towel, drink water, or go to the bathroom during the practice time, unless there is a special situation that makes it absolutely necessary. And also, after practicing yoga, wait a minimum of 1.5 hours before taking the shower. Now moving further into Surya Kriya, one who does Surya Kriya, not only they get in tune with the sun, it also develops mental clarity and focus, remedies weak constitution, boosts vigor and vitality, balances hormonal levels in the body, and also prepares one for the deeper states of meditation. To harness the solar flares, Surya Kriya is the best Hatha Yoga practice to perform and to do daily. Now it is left to individual human being either to remain trapped in the cyclical nature, which is the basis of the stable physical existence, or use these cycles for physical well-being and ride them and go beyond the cyclical. This strong foundation becomes the basis to explore the higher dimensions of life. Next thing, you might have heard about Ojas in many of the Sadhguru's videos. Surya Kriya is very potent Hatha Yoga practice that generates Ojas in your system. To know how, I have discussed about it in this video. I'll give the link in the description. You can watch it after watching this video. Now moving further into Surya Kriya, as I told, it takes one to deeper states of meditation. You might have felt it while doing Shambhavi. You might have experienced that after Surya Kriya, if you perform your Shambhavi, you can do it really very well, as well as you are going into deeper states while doing Shambhavi. And there is no second thought coming that now my meditation is over, now I should get up. No, if you perform Surya Kriya, you will see that you will sit for longer time. So now at last, if you wish to learn Surya Kriya, you need to register for that. There is no prior knowledge of yoga or any sadhana required. Even if you are not initiated in Shambhavi, you can learn Surya Kriya still. I have given the link in the description. Just visit the site, register yourself for Surya Kriya in the nearby locations. And lastly for today, hope you loved the video and found it meaningful. And yes, do not forget to give it a like, share and subscribe. Up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy, and namaskaram.